event today is all about Alberta's successful emissions reduction approach. Obviously, methane emissions reduction is a great example of this working, advancing technology, working with industry, and of course, focusing on practical ways to reduce emissions while keeping our economy growing and thriving. And it's worked. 52% decline in methane emissions and counting 3 years ahead of our scheduled goal is definitely something to celebrate. But I would also say our success is not limited to methane. Our province is known as a world leader in oil and gas, of course, but also technology and innovation. Here at COP, I know there is a lot of conversation about the future, what it may look like. And I know when I think about the future, and I look at many of you in this room, there is no sector that I am more confident in than Alberta's industrial industries. For more than a century, our energy and manufacturing sectors have overcome many challenges. Developing new technologies, they've navigated shifting global markets and pushed fearlessly into areas of new growth. While powering the world, our industry has also led the way in technology development. We're leaders in methane, but of course, CCUS, as you heard a little bit about this morning, geothermal, bitumen beyond combustion, plastics recycling, and a whole lot more. We will continue to reduce emissions. We often say as fast as technology, infrastructure, and economics allow. Today, we're looking at another opportunity, and that is around advanced materials. Right now, manufacturing companies in Alberta and around the world are looking for ways to make lower emissions concrete, plastics, food, wood, chemicals, and machinery products. At the same time, there is a need to find materials that are stronger, lighter, cheaper, and more durable to support ever-growing demands. Of course, at the same time, keeping products out of landfills through better waste management and recycling, what we also call the circular economy. The solution is new, advanced materials which have the potential to transform many aspects of our day-to-day lives. We've already seen these materials advancing battery and fuel cells and making everything from aircraft, spacecraft, and bicycles to golf clubs and hockey sticks. I say that as a proud hockey mom of a 9-year-old, lighter and more durable. These materials present a huge opportunity for us to get full value out of our resources. Of course, and our energy and industrial sectors are well positioned to lead the charge. But as with so many new technologies, and certainly as you heard here this morning, cost can be a barrier. Most of these emerging technologies are at a critical stage where funding support can significantly accelerate and help to de-risk these projects and ultimately get them to market. So that is why we're launching a new Advanced Materials Challenge today. We're offering funding for new technologies that will turn more of Alberta's natural resources into valuable products in the manufacturing and energy sectors. This is an open competition led by Emissions Reduction Alberta. With $40 million available in funding, we're looking for the biggest, the best, and most creative ideas. We're launching this funding competition because we know that technology and practicality are both important for the environment and, of course, for the global economy. Once again, we are also betting on Alberta. We are the province that helped show the world that we could reduce emissions quickly and cost effectively. The province that helped prove CCUS isn't just an idea, but an effective and safe technology with 14 million tons of CO2 safely and permanently stored, and of course, and counting. We are the place that took existing drilling technology and turned it into a new clean source of geothermal energy, one that is set to power 200,000 homes across Germany. Today's funding competition will also help kickstart our advanced materials sector. With more specifics on what this funding call is actually going to look like, I'd like to ask Justin Reamer with Emissions Reduction Alberta to talk a little bit more about the details. Thanks, Justin.
Can everyone hear me? Thank you so much, Minister. It's great to be with you here at COP. And as always, we greatly support the partnership that we have with the Government of Alberta. And I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. And I hope you're looking forward to, in a couple of minutes, the fireside chat with the Minister and our Board Chair, Kelly Olgo, for 10 minutes from now. What I can say is that this funding is critical. And the possibilities are endless. While support of these technologies are promising in this province, they are at a point where support like this can significantly accelerate the development and commercialization. It's all about enhancing our existing products, whether it's creating products from our forestry or agriculture sectors or creating cleaner cement for our critical infrastructure. It's about developing new materials with significant performance, like producing high-value products made from carbon dioxide. And it's about creating non-combustion products, as the minister said, from bitumen, or high-value carbon, as it's effectively known. Think about carbon fibers that are used in transportation, construction, and consumer products, or processing critical minerals like lithium to support battery and fuel cell development. Not only will this investment increase the competitiveness of our province's manufacturing and resource sector, but it will grow new provincial industries with export potential. Government support like this is essential in the early days to get technologies to a self-sustaining economic solution for reducing emissions. And in this funding call, more than others, ERA will be working closely with Alberta Innovates to ensure there's a broad scope of both early and late stage technologies that are supported. Emerging technologies like creating high value carbon are critical to lowering emissions and creating jobs in this province. So we look forward to continuing to scale the developments that have already been underway. We've seen several technologies in this area developed to a mid stage of development and now trying to get to that scaling stage. This is where that area of funding is going to be focused. So as Minister said, total funding will be up to $40 million. We often receive funding asks at ERA for our competitions of 10 times the amount of funding we have available, indicating there's lots of deal flow and there's lots of need in the province and elsewhere for these technologies. Successful applicants are eligible for up to $5 million per project, and there is a minimum request of $250,000. It's important to note that we require a one-to-one private sector matching requirement. Industry needs to prove there is a potential market and has skin in the game. And as you'll see on our website, all expressions of interest are due by Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. We made sure to build in some time for Christmas break there for people. And for anyone wanting to learn more, please attend our webinar that we'll be hosting on November 27th to dive into the details a little bit further. So today is about building on our past investments in transformative technologies. As mentioned, we've been at this for 15 years, committed almost $1 billion, and the projects we've invested in to date are now worth at least $7 billion of contribution to the gross domestic product, and projects are expected to reduce by 36 million tons by 2030. All of this while keeping our province's industries competitive globally and attracting international investment. None of this would be possible without the Alberta government's forward-thinking emissions reduction policies, environmental regulation, and innovation support. This is a real investment that can make a difference, and I'd like to thank Minister Schultz for her continued support as we continue to build momentum towards our emission reduction future.